minor introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get the... Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone, to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge on our sideline. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You look at the Raptors, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And I think for Golden State, they've started the way we expected. Aggressive, relentless, just imposing their will upon lesser teams.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Dunn and Levine are the guard set, and it's Carter in at center. And for Golden State, Green and Cauley-Stein are down low. Russell and Thompson the perimeter, and it's Curry in at the point. And tonight, a battle of offenses that can really stretch defenses thin. Chris, as a former post player, talk about the advantages of being surrounded by great shooters.
Well, you want to get double. I mean, it's the best of both worlds. You can be as aggressive as you want early or late to score as much as you can. Why? Because you want that defense to try to stop you, because when they do, you just get it out to wide open shooters that could knock it down. And when you get double teamed, you know, even the hockey assist or the direct assist to a cat can really get their rhythm going. And then you put the defense in a quandary. A catch-22, do they stop you? Do they go to the shooters? And when you get the defense kind of thinking off balance like that, you start to have fun when you add back cuts, alley-oops, spin moves, dunks, driving to the hole, shooters. It turns into a fun game now.
A lot of options, you're right. Porter with it. Now Green defending. Three-pointer, Markkanen. That shot off. The Warriors go the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
The kick out to Porter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 6 to shoot. Green against Markkanen. A new 14 for the Bulls. Outside, Levine. Pass to Markkanen. And a wide open look for Porter. Great look, but off the mark.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. Oh, we see a lot of this now.
They get it back. And it's Carter missing. Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Green kicks to Thompson. And Curry has it in the corner. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound. Thompson dishes to Curry. Back to Thompson. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Thompson's got 5.
Such a smart read by Curry. He has an uncanny ability to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Here's Dunn, and he converts the layup.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Oh, yeah, difficult finish, but if you expected him to back down, you better think again.
A deep three from Thompson. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And last season, Otto Porter on the move, Chris. He was traded at the deadline to the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, and he has fit right in since joining the Bulls. I mean, they needed his outside shooting. Porter is still very young and can grow to be a part of this young Bulls core.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Levine feeling it out a bit. Down low. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Levine.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
On the wing, Thompson. And the Warriors miss again.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game, and they just had so few opportunities. I think that was their Achilles heel.
And second chance points, it's another great indicator of which team won in the hustle department. And tonight, they didn't win that battle. So aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
And it's Dunn penetrating, and then Carter with the jam.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Curry on the wing. Over Dunn. Curry can't get it to go.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Levine against Russell. Shot clock at 5. Poked away. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Levine.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
1:11 left here in the first quarter. It's Curry with the drive. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And now let's send it over to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Jim Boylan.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that doing a good job defending the perimeter would get everything else going. He said, if we can get them off their spots and make them do things they're not used to, we'll have a very good chance. We'll see if they can execute that strategy, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. Here's Curry with the 3. No good there.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the paint to end the run. And it's Green missing.
I don't think the D does good enough here. But something causes the miss.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. .24 seconds left to play here in the first. Outside, Porter. Bulls shooting their first free throws of the night. Free throw good, Porter.
An effective player on both ends of the court. The long, crafty Porter knows his strength and plays them well.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Curry against Dunn. Curry's shot is off. They get a hand on it. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim.
Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill that helps you, one, takes your mind off the basketball, because when you're in a game, that should be the last.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
Green down low with Looney. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set. And it's Robinson. In at the three, the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5. White against Curry. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. Chris, this was a specialty of yours. Which current bigs are best at finishing contested shots right at the rim?
Oh, well, I'll tell you this, the best big in the league last year, averaging 17 points, scoring in the paint, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
I mean, he'll dunk on anybody. Move out the way. He finishes. What about Embiid inside? What about Gobert? What about Boogie Cousins? Should I continue? I can keep going because the big man is back, baby.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Good defensive work there by Young.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Yep, that one goes. White's got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Russell. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
That's a feed that Green makes look way easier than it is. You got to have amazing vision to make that pass.
Young pass to Levine. To the inside, Valentine. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Golden State gets called for the foul.
And with the Warriors, the strength of their defense comes from their versatility.
Yeah, they have a roster that can switch on everything. Guys like Draymond allow them to go small and not lose out on D. I mean, this team is very smart with their defensive schemes.
And the Bulls making a change here. Satoransky's checked in. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Here's Curry. The shot falls for only his second bucket, 2 for 9.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
With the teardrop, here's Carter. Young trying to break free. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you. Outside Russell. Here's Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
White finds Young. Draymond Green with the rebound. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Russell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Chicago. They were hoping to get off to a better start to the season. Things are still early, so they still may have a chance.
And, you know, for the Bulls, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Well, it's clear they didn't do enough in the offseason to make any kind of major improvement. They're in for a long year.
Look Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Kevon Looney. And it's Thompson in for Robinson. Here's Young, and it's slammed in by Young.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
And White kicks to Porter. The pass to Markkanen. Green against White. Outside Porter. Shoots over Curry. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Green with the jam.
Well, Green is fantastic at leaping up for these alley-oops.
Chicago leading by 5. Young with no one around. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something that's rarely a good idea.
56 seconds left to play here in the half. They double him with Green. It's stolen by Green. Curry against White. Curry kicks to Green. On the wing, Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Thompson's got 14.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
But when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And when you watch the Bulls play, Chris, they just seem to lack an organizational direction.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the team committed to Boylan to shape their youth. They don't seem to be interested in playing up-tempo or following any NBA trend. The distrust between players in the front office is not helping their recruiting of free agents. A lot going wrong.
John Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. Chicago also making some changes. Dean comes in for Satoransky, and it's Dunn in for White. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Dunn dishes to Levine. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 7.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Curry, here we go. It's good. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Oh, and that's the thing about Steph. Fearless on the floor, but also plays under control.
High, arcing shot, and it's slammed in by Young.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Here's Curry with the 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
You know what? The area code just doesn't matter with this guy. Steph just dropping bombs.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
That make it tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Golden State had some issues in the first quarter. As hard as they tried to compete, they just could not keep pace early and ended the period facing a deficit of 9 points. They got on a more positive track in the second quarter, coming together offensively and getting enough stops to come from behind and grab a 2-point lead at the half. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times the momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. Strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
Yeah, Greg, and that's somewhat of a surprise. I mean, he's been really patient and unselfish.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Bulls. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's done in at the point. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago.
And you look at Wendell Carter Jr., the center out of Duke. Fantastic blend of size and mobility. A lot to like about what he can do.
That's the big fella getting all worked up. He loves those throwdowns.
And with Wendell Carter Jr., we saw flashes of his potential last season.
Easy to see why he was a snap pick at 7 for the Bulls back in 2018. As he gets more comfortable in his role and his teammates lean on him, he could be a force.
Chicago trailing here. Outside, Levine. Lobs it up for Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Go get it, young man. Go get it. Levine's so fun to watch on these alley-oops.
Here's Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity. But Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
Yeah, I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Inside, there's Levine. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 4th assist in this one. The Warriors trail. Here's Russell. Here's Green. It's deflected.
Well, a step in the right direction. Markkanen must continue to make these kinds of efforts on defense.
To the middle, here's Dunn. Lays it up and banks it in. Dunn's got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Curry against Dunn. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Offensive rebound. Cauley Stein. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
You see the length helping Cauley Stein right there? I mean, that's what allows him to be a factor on the board.
Dunn passes to Porter. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the chemistry Cauley Stein has with his guys is evident. He knows when to go for these alley-oops.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Dunn passes to Markkanen. Back to Dunn. Markkanen Markkanen in the corner. From downtown, Warriors with the rebound. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Friday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Monday, they continue the road trip heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me in the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Russell finds Thompson. Fires the 3. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
The green light doesn't get any brighter than it is for Thompson. When the 3 is there for him, he'll take it. Yeah, Kevin, and last season, the Bulls making a deadline deal for Otto Porter. I mean, they were doing what they could to add to their youth core. They have quite a number of very young contributors.
Just 5 on the clock. That's good from Dunn on the assist from Carter. Carter's got 4 assists in the game. It's Russell with the drive. Got that one up quick. Russell's got 6 points. NC Webb guys like Levine and Carter, Markkanen, and Porter make up the core of this Bulls team.
Yeah, Kevin, and the Bulls were the 2nd youngest team in the league last year. I mean, I know they're rebuilding and looking to the future. I mean, they have talent. It's just a matter of growing the right way.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
The athleticism of Levine, it makes him a hard guy to cover. I mean, he loves getting the contact.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. And the Bulls making a change also. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Wendell Carter. Hands it from downtown.
I always enjoy watching the chef go to work. I mean, he's a pure scorer. He fills it up from everywhere.
Markkanen kicks to Young. For the 3. Markkanen can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, last summer, Greg, was supposed to be a large courtship for Klay Thompson. The injury, though, kind of changed things in his free agency.
It didn't take long for him to re-sign with the Warriors. I think as soon as the team offered him a max deal, he signed. Looks like the Splash Brothers will be together for quite some time.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And you see Klay back out on the court. Can't help but think of him going down with that torn ACL in the final.
And Klay showed exactly how tough a player he is. Stayed in to hit his free throws, asked to stay in the game, and became an instant legend even in that losing effort. How about the heart?
McKinney passes to Thompson. Over Valentine. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Thompson finds Curry. A 3-pointer, no good. Outside, Levine. Bulls have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. First one falls for him.
And when you think of Levine, I mean, his dunking ability comes to mind. I mean, he's proven to be an elite poster maker.
Livingston looking for the opening. And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Warriors on top, up by 1. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. At forward, Thompson and McKinney. Livingston is out there with Alec Burks, and it's Looney in at the 5 down low. That's the Warriors' 5. Back to Dunn. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Markkanen. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Over Levine. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 23 points for Klay Thompson.
He's been the energizer for them tonight. Thompson having a big impact in this game.
And it's White missing.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Now here's Livingston, defended by Young. And here's Livingston. Thompson for 3. From deep. There's Looney. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Out to White to tie it up. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. Passes to Looney. Back to Livingston. Thompson for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's an all-time great shooter with a tremendous motor. Thompson loves to one-up the opponent.
Dunn passes to White, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
How about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's McKinney. Pass to Thompson. Kicks to Livingston. Back to Thompson. Here's the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
The defender has to try to stay in Klay's jersey, especially on the catch and shoot.
Bulls trail by 4. Dunn passes to Young. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Timeout called the Warriors. Now, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
Stein, he's checked in for Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Alfonso McKinney. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Burks. Chicago also making some changes. And Del Carter comes in for Markkanen Jr. in for White. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Warriors leading by 4. Livingston finds Green over Young, and it's off the back rim, no good.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And a real weapon of Porter's, outstanding at finding the room he needs on the perimeter to pull the trigger.
Outside, Green. Dishes it to Livingston. On the wing, Thompson. Over Porter, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Livingston. 31 points for Klay Thompson. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Chicago calls timeout. For our Jordan player of the game, Klay Thompson.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Dunn. The Warriors pull it in. It's Thompson off the drive, and Thompson throws it down.
He doesn't always show a lot of emotion, but Thompson with an assassin's mentality.
Here's Levine. Good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Staying under control in key moments. I mean, the way Levine handles these important possessions are so impressive.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're up by 3. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Thaddeus Young. Outside, Russell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That time, Russell just sneaks in there on the drive. Defender couldn't react in time, and that was all she wrote.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Steph Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Those are big. I mean, turns into a 2-possession game.
Green against Levine. He kicks to Porter. Carter outside. Lock at 6. Porter, no luck.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Pulls up on the wing, and right on target. Good. Curry's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work. showing real leadership in the clutch. It's huge whenever marketing comes through in critical spots.
And Curry the bucket on the assist by Russell. And that's now 24 points for Steph Curry.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you, GA, but I've seen crazy things happen.
They grabbed their own miss. Ball's knocked loose. A three ball. Another three for Golden State.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
There's Levine trying to get open as Carter. Levine, good.
And the wily strength of Levine. I mean, he does a great job fending off the defense on the way up.
Curry can't get it to go. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Bulls. Levine dishes to Dunn. Markkanen kicks to Porter. From outside, off the mark. Curry against Dunn. It's hauled in by Dunn. From outside the arc. He's off on that one. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Craig Anthony, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Sports.
6'4", 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200
has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Dragic.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Russell and Thompson, the perimeter. Green and Cauley-Stein are down low. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot. And for the Heat, in the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Filling out the wings, it's Waiters and Butler. And it's Dragic in at the point. Doris, what do you think it's like for a team coming into a new season with a new head coach?
You know what's fascinating to me is each individual organization, Kevin, seems to have their own vernacular, their own verbiage to describe their system. So with a new coach, number 1, he's putting in a system. Number 2, the guys are trying to familiarize themselves with his language. Not only the X's and O's, but how does he communicate it?
And yeah, right, that's a good point. The delivery of the message is sometimes as important as the X's and O's.
No doubt.
And Thompson gets it to go.
You see, you've got to stay tight and contest Klay Thompson as much as humanly possible. You give him an inch and forget about it.
Curry against Dragic. Waiters for 3. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. So it's Miami now. It's a 3-point game. Shot clock at 6. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these 2 teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Now Dragic, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Dragic, the pass to Adebayo. He kicks it to Waiters. Over Cauley-Stein. And it's Waiters again missing.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Curry. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Well, you get a sense of the recognition from Steph Curry and how quickly he moves through his progressions. Because, boy, if you're open, he's going to give it to you.
Now, here's Butler. He's coming off a 22-point game against Houston.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
And in recent years, some call the Warriors the greatest fast-breaking team since the Showtime Lakers. Doris, do you concur?
Greg, the Showtime Lakers are my all-time favorite team. But I will say, because of the shooting, the ball handling, the passing, the capability on every possession for something spectacular, I would say that this team was as close as you can get to the Showtime Lakers.
Here's Waiters, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively. Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Dragic, to the paint. And the basket by Olynyk.
Well, Olynyk, such a deft touch on the interior. Keeps the ball high. The defense has no chance.
On the wing, Thompson. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And he knocks down the first one. The Heat making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, that's the energy and effort that D'Angelo Russell brings on the defensive end. This guy has got the ability to be a factor there.
Warriors on D. They lead by 4. Now here's Curry. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Chicago. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
It's absolutely incredible to me the amount of work Steph Curry has to put in order to get open shots. The reason every defender is using every trick at his disposal to slow him up. And you have to, guys, right? Because if he gets an inch of room, it's over.
Endures with the physicality of defense on Curry. He doesn't get a lot of free throws out of it.
Well, you think about Steph Curry's willingness to attack a closeout, right? Teams want to get him off the three-point line. So he has got to be willing to attack the cup, and he's more than capable of getting there. Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And it's Green missing. The Heat trail by 4. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Eric Spoelstra. David?
Well, Kevin, he talked about his team's defensive mindset. He said they have to be willing to sacrifice a little room in the paint if it means they stay tight on their outside shooters. He said it's no secret those guys attack from long range, and that's what we've got to stop. We'll see, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3-ball is a big concern for any defense. Dragic looking for an opening, and off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Warriors leading by 3. Back to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Warriors.
I'm not sure there's a more dangerous catch-and-shoot player in the NBA than Steph Curry. If you give him space, look out.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
The Heat making a switch here. Johnson's checked in, and they double up Butler. From past the arc. A shot by Johnson, no good. The Warriors have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Nice shot by Thompson.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
In the corner, Winslow with it. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. The 3, and there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Green. Thompson's got 11 points.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Curry from deep three-point land. Got it!
Oh, you did it!
He got it! What a shot!
Wow.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their transition game has been in full effect. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
Call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it. But with that comes a lot of, some people call it pressure, but a lot of responsibility is what I call it. Every night you got to show up. You have to be productive. You have to show guys even when you're hurt, you can still play. Even when you're tired, you got to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. It's fun to me. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Miami, at the 2 and the 3, it's Butler and Winslow. Adebayo is out there with James Johnson, and it's Lynn in at the 1.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
That one from long range. And that's now 17 points for Klay Thompson. Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Waiters, he's checked in for the Heat. Warriors leading by 17. Here's Russell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago. Good.
Well, the effectiveness in between the perimeter and the basket. Curry relishes the opportunities he gets in mid-range.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what, Greg? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Miami, they're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough.
I think for the Heat, it's been a disastrous start to the season for them. They can't buy a win.
And they can't really afford to slip any farther down in the standings because, let's face it, they don't have the firepower to dig themselves out of too deep a hole once they're in it.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. So it's Miami now. The Warriors making the shot. Adebayo kicks to Waiters. Lynn against Curry. Adebayo down low. Here's Lynn. Can't cash in from the high post.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Took him no time at all on that one. Thompson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And you look at the development of how Klay has attacked the rim over his career. What was once a weak spot for him has now become a strength as his finishing improves every year.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. You know what, Greg, you're right thinking back to Thompson. He had his early struggles at the rim.
And that's a distant memory for Klay now. I mean, he's dunking more often and with more force when he goes at the rim. It has made him an even more complete shooting guard.
Looney down low. Adebayo on him. On the wing, Thompson. Shoots over Winslow. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And it's now 23 points for Klay Thompson. He'd have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Winslow. Lays it up off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Curry. 10 points for him. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Looney, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. And the Heat call time here. Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age and continued growth opportunity, I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all.
Pressure's on you to adjust.
Look for Miami. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Dragic in for Jeremy Lin. And Golden State also making a change. Robinson's checked in. Now here's Dragic. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Raiders against Russell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
For Miami, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Waiters. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. And there's the pass to Green over Johnson. The feed to Green over Johnson. That one wide left. The Heat have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Robinson finds Green. Fades. That one drops for him. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
And Green's offensive game just continues to evolve. You love seeing him shoot it with confidence.
Here's Dragic. That one off the back iron and out.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Waiters into the lane. Here's Olynyk. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looney's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. Here's Waiters. Green with the block.
Well, let's remember a former defensive player of the year, Draymond Green, sending it back.
Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Draymond, of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. He had 23 points and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
I love how they opened the game up. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track meet. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. On offense, here are the Warriors, setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set. In at forward, it's Thompson and Green. And it's Cauley-Stein in at the 5, down low. One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Klay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
One way Stephen Curry has changed how we think about the NBA game is he's redefined what a quality shot is. The incredible range he has totally ushered in a new era.
And so he hits both. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Here's Dragic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Dragic has got his second basket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Russell passes to Curry. There's the triple. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Waiters. Shoots the 3. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Dragic gets the bucket.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Lobbed up there for Green. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
What timing from Draymond Green. This guy's a sensational athlete who's gotten himself into great shape.
Dragic against Curry. Waiters right side. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Russell with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Russell. 18 points for Steph Curry.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Dragic with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Thompson dishes to Curry. From deep three-point range, another 3 for Golden State.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now here's Waiters. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Curry against Dragic. Waiters on the wing. Six on the shot clock. No good from outside.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Dragic. Green with the block. Thompson against Adebayo. Klay Thompson, and that's good. Thompson's got 26 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And with the departure of KD, the Warriors able to bring in D'Angelo Russell from the Nets. In return, Greg, how do you like that fit for Golden State?
You know, offensively, fits the high skill level they're known for. Defensively, it might be tougher, but his youth, another positive as their other stars enter their 30s.
And here is Curry after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. 1:33 left here in the third quarter. Waiters gets a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And Thompson gets it to go.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. That's in coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Golden State. They're on a 17-7 run. Thompson misses.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Curry gets the bucket.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Dragic with it. He has 6. Poked loose. And Olynyk kicks to Dragic. Just 5 to shoot. There's the lob to the hoop. The kick outside to Butler. Misses the 3.
got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Here's Lynn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. With 1 on the clock, off target with that shot.
Well, the length of Livingston allows him to defend multiple positions. How about that contest?
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Miami shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. James Johnson is out there with Hassel. Then it's Jones. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Winslow in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Burks can't get it to go. Passes it to Winslow. Now Lin. Almost, but it rolls out.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Kept alive. Here's Looney. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Looney's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Warriors. To the inside. And the jam by Udonis Haslem.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Livingston looking for the opening. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Justice Winslow.
What's extraordinary to me is Shaun Livingston nearly didn't have an NBA career because of that horrific injury. But how about the ability to overcome that and be a key part of a team? Truly extraordinary.
And the first one drops. Replay is always a good topic to talk about. Any changes, Doris, you'd like to see in the system or in the process?
Well, one of the beautiful things you have in the league is the opportunity in both summer league and then also in your development league is the opportunity to put things in place. For instance, a coach's challenge has been experimented with at both of those different levels. And now the coach's challenge will be adopted and employed in the NBA. So I'm anxious to see how that plays out.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Robinson. Tries a 3, but they get it back. Here's Looney. The shot, no good. And it's Miami the other way. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Shot's good by Hero. And it's Livingston with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. There's the pass to Looney. Now here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Lynn looking it over. Buries the long-range jumper. Lynn's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Now here's Livingston, defended by Lynn, stolen by Jeremy Lin. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
And Miami has possession following Alec Burks' three-point attempt. It's stolen by Livingston. Here's McKinney. He's guarded by Johnson. McKinney, no good. Picked away. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Timeout called the Warriors. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports worldwide.
Long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spellman's checked in. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Livingston finds Robinson. That one a little long.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder should he have moved it just one pass more.
Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Livingston. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Hero from 15 feet away. Jones, the pass to Haslam, and he comes up with the deuce.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Here's McKinney. The Heat getting the bucket. Over Jones, and the Warriors miss again. Heat have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Stolen. Pass to Livingston. And he banks in the layup.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's Hero. Pass to Nunn. Lets it go with the three. Burks pulls it in. 1:21 left in the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Steph Curry.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Jones, no luck.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Robinson for three. The three-pointer is right on target.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Nunn. Offensive rebound, Haslem. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Udonis Haslem. 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The
First free throw is good. Haslam hits both of them. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Livingston bringing it up now for Golden State. Smailagic, defended by Jones. Here's Hero. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steph. Congrats on the win. How does this team continue to be the most cohesive unit possible?
To me, it's a commitment. We know that that's going to put us in good position to win every single night. Is if we bring the effort, multiple efforts at each possession, where you might get beat, but you got to get back into play. If God's going to help you, you help him. We care about each other, so we want to make sure that nobody's left out to dry. And I think that's a big factor. And we're just relentless on the defensive end.
You guys have been one of the best defensive teams in the league the last few years. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
For the land of the free and the
It's always fun to look around and see fans singing our Stars Spangled Banner, getting in the spirit. Should be a good one tonight. Don't go away. Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Green.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounds.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a shooter. He said, what I've done is connected my three, my pull-up, and my free throw. They're all the same shot now. I'm going to keep trusting my skill, and eventually it'll all come together. With my motor, I feel like whatever I'm doing out there, I can just keep going and going. Kevin?
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. Clark up front. That's where the game will likely be won or lost in this one.
Great talent, no doubt, on the front lines here. But if for some reason they cancel each other out, then you know where it's going to be decided, in the backcourt with guys about your size, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set. In at forward, it's Thompson and Green. And it's Cauley-Stein in at the center position. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Isaac in at the 3. Tip-off goes to Orlando. And Fournier kicks to Isaac. Back to Fournier. 6 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Here's Gordon. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Curry on the wing. Ordered by Augustine. Thompson right side. Fires from deep. Vucevic with the rebound. Outside Fournier. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Bobbed up there for Green. Stolen by Gordon. And here's the break. Fournier with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively.
And Fournier's teammates trust him when he fires the pull-up jump shot. I mean, the defense cannot afford to lay off of him or they're cooked.
Thompson for 3. And no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the pass to Augustine. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac, Kevin. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
The Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Augustine. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
You know, as good as the Magic were defensively last year, they were just as challenged offensively. Struggled a bit at that end of the floor. Only 24th in the league in points.
On offense, here are the Magic. Outside Fournier. From the stripe. Second shot opportunity. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Man, like the way Vucevic, after contact, continues to work through and concentrate on the bucket. That's a credit to his body control.
And to be fair, Clark, the Magic offense has struggled for about a decade now.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, you think about some of the outstanding players they've had in the past, Dwight Howard and Vince Carter. their impact of that quality offensively just wasn't ever really replaced.
And here's Augustine after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. That's tipped. Augustine against Curry. Augustine dishes to Gordon. Pass to Vucevic. 5 to shoot. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 1. Thompson outside. And a miss there on the triple. The Magic have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Isaac kicks to Augustine. Here's Vucevic. Offline with his 3. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Thompson for 3. And it's Thompson again missing. The Magic shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Here's Fournier, and it's Orlando with another.
Well, you can consider it automatic when Fournier gets some space to shoot from there.
Shoots it, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 10 points for Klay Thompson. Augustine with it, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Terrence Ross is checked in for Fournier. Curry against Augustine. Pass to up. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot, and Gordon lays it in. Gordon's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Thompson in the corner. Green breaking loose, and there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Curry. And that's 13 points for Klay Thompson. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it. So you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
A chance to take a look at some numbers for Bamba.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
The Magic have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. We've got 1:28 left here in the opening quarter. Three-pointer Augustine. Warriors with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
Quite possibly the best shooter of all time. Curry just continues to impress.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Augustine from outside, and the 3 ball is good. Augustine's got 5 points so far.
just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Vucevic. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Golden State's gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Orlando, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Augustine, no luck.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And it goes down 2 points.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
Here's Vucevic, and they pick up 2. He has 7.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Just 3 on the clock, and it's in there.
You know, typically, guys, Augustine is setting others up. Nice to see him get a pass himself and drill the shot.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Magic lead by 2. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the few who have done it, talked about that challenge.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots, you're going to have some tough shots, but having that level of consistency and accuracy over the course of 82 games is unbelievably hard.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
Terrence Ross is out there with DJ Augustine. Then there's Mirotic, and it's Vucevic, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the Magic broke a 6-season playoff drought. Nick Vucevic was the franchise's first All-Star in 7 seasons. It's been a long rebuild from the Dwight Howard era. Let's see where the team goes from here, but Kevin, they're happy to just be playing games that matter night in and night out.
All right, thank you very much, David. Clock at 6. Ross for 3. All right, Clark, game is on the line. 1 free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great name.
Well, you know, he's still listed at 6'10", but when you see him standing next to teammates, guys, Jonathan Isaac is clearly taller. By the time he's done growing, he's projected to be a 7-footer or north of that.
Curry can't get it to go. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Orlando. Here's Augustine. Excellent D that time from Robinson. The Warriors trailing. Russell with a wide open look. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night. And Isaac doesn't want that 7-footer label, something we've seen before with guys like Garnett and Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I agree. There are a couple of things that go into that when you talk about guys not wanting to be listed at 7 feet. He grew up playing on the perimeter and still has an attachment to that part of his game. And then I think there's also the feeling if you're listed at 7 feet, you're going to get stuck inside. But even more than that, folks tend to look at you differently when you're a 7-footer because you appear to be out of the norm in a major way.
Augustine looking around, and there's the call on Curry. That's foul number 2 for him. The Magic making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. Augustine against Curry. Passes it to Vucevic. Gets Fournier on the wing. From the arc. Not going to go that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Warriors leading by 4. And up the court come the Warriors on the break.
Denied. Return to sender. That's something you expect from a 7-footer like Vucevic.
Last break. Here come the Magic. Here's Fournier. And Curry pulls it down. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Green. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Ross. Softly drops in the floater.
And you're not getting to that now because it's got just the right touch and height. Impossible to block.
Curry passes to Russell. Kicks it to Green. Great D that time from Vucevic.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Ross, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Ross has got it all tied up now for Orlando. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Curry, here we go. Looney with the bucket. Looney's got his first basket.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Now, here's Vucevic. A 24-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Curry finds Green. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Green's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors. Augustine against Curry. Here's the floater. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From deep, Green. Rebound by the Magic.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Orlando. Then for the Warriors, Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Green. It's Thompson in for Robinson. Another miss by Orlando.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Curry's shot is good.
And Kevin, that 3-ball of Curry deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, what angle, or how deep.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein has lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
Gordon. He's checking in for the Magic. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
Look at Curry. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And here's Augustine after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Gordon really showing you excellent timing there. Just read the miss perfectly and forced it through the bucket.
Augustine against Curry. We've got 13 seconds left here in the second. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. The Warriors shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. That's good from Stephen Curry.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Here's Fournier from deep. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And the first half is now in the books. The Warriors on top, up by 12. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and a crazy number of assists. Tonight isn't an exception as looking back at his last few games, he's been stringing together some incredible performances. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, the perimeter shooting is the reason they're ahead. I think we'll probably see more of that in the second half, especially if they can stay hot. Man, that's so hot, I gotta take my suit off.
And over to Kenny. How about what you saw from the Magic?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Curry has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. the 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Green and Cauley Stein are down low. Russell and Thompson, the perimeter. And it's Curry in at the point guard. Here's Augustine following the basket by Stephen Curry. And it's Gordon missing.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
Now here's Fournier. The pass to Gordon. Over Green. Warriors with the rebound. Cauley Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Warriors leading by 14. And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower pace system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
Now here's Curry following the miss by Aaron Gordon. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Russell against Fournier. Russell dishes to Thompson. Inside, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. These are the top distributors of the basketball for the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Number 1, Steph Curry.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
The Magic trail by 14. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Here's Fournier, banked in off the glass. Fournier's got 6.
And I like the size that Fournier has as a shooting guard. Actually, great size. I mean, he's more than ready to take advantage of that when the opportunity presents itself.
Isaac misses.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
Here's Augustine following the basket by Draymond Green. Outside Fournier, beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. At one point, they led by 16. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Thompson against Augustine. It's not going to go for him. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Thompson inside the line, and Vucevic pulls it down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 9 points in the game so far. Mark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
Here's Fournier following the basket by Draymond Green. Here's Vucevic. No good that time. Warriors leading by 13. Green inside, defended by Gordon. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up, and Green gets it to go. Green's got 10 points in the game. Now here is Augustine. He has 7. Here's Gordon. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game, and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
The Warriors have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Curry, right side Green over Gordon, and Green with the basket on the assist by Curry. Curry's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. 15-point game. Looking to get back on track here. Count that one.
Well, I tell you what, for Augustine being as small as he is, he's crafty and he's stronger than he looks, which allows him to finish through tough defense.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And that sends Draymond Green to the free throw line. That one on Vucevic. Orlando making some changes. Mirotic is checked in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Ross in for Fournier. Burks, he's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Curry.
You know, early in his career, there were questions surrounding D'Angelo Russell's maturity, and understandably so. That's the case with most young players. But of late, in his case, his improvement as a player and his growth as a person is impressive.
Here's Livingston. Magic knocking down the tray. Green in the post. Mirotic is there, and it's Green missing. The Magic trail by 12. Down low, and finished off by Mirotic.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Thompson outside. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Green against Mirotic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Now here is Augustine. Defense is right there. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 10. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Magic trail by 10. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Orlando. Vucevic is out there with Mirotic. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Ross in at the shooting guard position. And he trims the lead to single digits. 11 points for Vucevic.
Vucevic possesses what I call a throwback big man game and really is most comfortable operating from this area of the court.
Livingston, no luck.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now here's Livingston, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Free throw good, Livingston. Livingston hits both of them. And here's Augustine. Knocked loose. Burks can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 10. Aminu, the pass to Ross. to Aminu. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Yeah, once Thompson gets going, he is almost impossible to slow down. We're seeing that tonight. Their entire offense is revolving around him. And boy, is he coming through.
Pass to Mirotic. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Burks against Ross. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Thompson in the corner for 3. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now here is Augustine. The Magic again can't hit.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Now Livingston, after the missed 3 from Vucevic. He lobs it up.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Now a timeout. called by Orlando. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys, it's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor, and you were out there as well, saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
For the Magic, Gordon comes in for Mirotic, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Then for the Warriors, Robinson's checked in for Klay Thompson. Russell comes in for Burks, and Stephen Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston.
Got to stay active when Gordon's out there. I mean, his ability to make something out of nothing is huge for this team. You know, you talk about the explosive athletes in the NBA, the most explosive athletes. I would think Aaron Gordon has to be on your list. I mean, this guy has great feet, tremendous speed, and he puts both to use on both ends of the floor.
The free throw drops for Gordon. And the athleticism is obvious for Gordon, but he continues, Clark, to still work on his skill game.
I love the fact that he's continuing to improve. He's grown as a shooter and a playmaker. He's always been a pretty good ball handler and passer, and we really forget how young he is, man. This guy still has a lot of room to grow.
Now here is Augustine after the miss from Stephen Curry, and the jam by Ross.
Hey, dunks like this come easy for Ross. I mean, he's got hang time that he could give to me, and I'd be able to dunk.
That's right, but I've seen you dunk, and you got up pretty high. Maybe not quite as high as Ross. Russell feeling it out a bit. 5 on the clock. The three. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Russell. Russell's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Gordon. Vucevic with it. Looney on him. Wide open look. And Vucevic finishes inside.
Vucevic really, you know, he has the ability to dominate on the offensive end, and that's why he's an all-star caliber center.
Here's Curry. Another miss by Curry.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Isaac's checked in for Terrence Ross. Passes it to Vucevic. And Looney sends it back. Curry against Augustine.
And the playmaking ability. Curry, good at looking out for his guys and getting them the ball.
There's 1:47 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Now Augustine. The pass to Gordon. Over in the corner, Isaac. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steph Curry.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions, and the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that to adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, the speedy Augustine is really an excellent teammate and a dependable role player, a veteran presence who can really stroke it.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Ken Burge has checked in for Vucevic. Aminu comes in for Gordon. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And Markelle Fultz has subbed in for Fournier. Pass to Evans. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Magic. And now Orlando on the break. Sefolosha's running. Knocked away. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Birch's shot's good.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Livingston. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Livingston hits both of them. 15 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Carter Williams with it. Shoots over Burks. The 17-footer goes down.
Well, I tell you, when Carter Williams is hitting from the mid-range, it elevates and lifts his teammates. Great to see him looking for that shot.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Steph, what was the key that had your offense going so well tonight?
Obviously, guys have to make shots, and when we're creating and moving our bodies and the ball's moving, we're not turning it over. You know, we're tough to guard, and everybody had confidence tonight to go out there and make plays. So that's contagious, and we got to find that next game if we want to keep this going.
Obviously, the way you guys want to play, Steph. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
Had